play like that dickhead, LS Stark Sniper, LS Stark Sniper, LS Stark Sniper. LS Stark Sniper, the spammer. That's who you're a fan of, I can tell. You can't fight like him.
Pretending, huh? Oh, you try. So you telling me that I'm not me? Is that what you're saying?
You're not LX Stark Sniper.
So you telling me that I'm not me? Then who the f*** am I? If I'm not LX Sniper, then who the fuck am I?
I'm Brandon Bird. You don't even have his voice. But I didn't lose though, because I left. I don't take losses from spammers.
You just said you threw in the towel. What are you talking about?
I left, so I didn't get the loss, technically, if you want to be technically speaking.
Oh, so what you're trying to say is that you cheated your way out of a loss then? Is that what you're saying?
Exactly.
First thing that I want to say is please tune in to the segment after this fight where I have a lengthy discussion with this top 100 cheater after admitting to me that he manipulated the game to not count this particular fight as a loss. And he also accuses me of spamming him whilst the punch stats show otherwise, and a healthy dose of salt, shame, and projection. Trust me when I say that this is something that you don't want to miss. This opponent is one of the biggest crybabies I have ever seen on Xbox Live, and the timestamps will be listed in the description. The imbecile in this video, xADEBiSi, I don't know how you pronounce that, but he's allowed me to make myself at home rent-free in his own mind, as he's watched several of my videos and has left several disparaging comments about me, my fighting style, and then goes to accuse his opponent of being an LX Sniper fanboy during the fight while insulting my good name, not realizing that he's dealing with the real McCoy himself. See, this fight is a perfect example of no matter what you do, you can't make everybody happy. Because while I fought what I felt like was a balanced fight, I was still accused of spamming. You can see the punch stats for yourself and you can be your own judge. I was even accused of abusing certain techniques as the push straight right hand combo. And after editing this video, it looks to me that I never even used that technique very much in this fight. After watching it again, the only thing that I'm guilty of is using that push button to create distance when he was aggressively trying to close in on me while being extremely frustrated. I even took a few headbutts in the process. And he made this excuse up in his own head after he needed a reason to justify to me and everyone else why he admittedly glitched the fight to where it doesn't count as a win for me. A bit of advice to anyone who aspires to be a gaming content creator. Oftentimes, your biggest haters and your biggest critics are going to be those who are on the receiving end of a beatdown like this guy here. Meaning if you kick their ass enough times, they'll spend the rest of their existence blaming you for everything that goes on in their miserable and pathetic life. So the best thing that you can do is find your own winning formula and watch the losers like this guy look at you with jealousy and envy from your pedestal. My opponent today encapsulates many of the immoral and dishonest players that you'll normally see when you get deep in the trenches of this fight night boxing community. While I don't claim to be better or worse than any of these individuals, I can say with certainty that I will always fight to the bitter end, whether I win or lose. And I take my fights, wins and losses like a man, like a goddamn adult.
Come after me! I'm a man! I'm 40!
And I will always champion hard work, self-improvement in order to get better at the game. No shortcuts. You know, Reddit user Property Advanced 2668 states in perfect words how I feel about a good fraction of these types of people in this community in a nutshell.
These people consider themselves pillars of the fight night community even if the foundation is all dishonesty, lack of accountability, manipulation, etc. The irony is that fight night is kind of the ultimate ring of truth, or where everything gets exposed. Well, these people have a poisonous relationship with the truth because they have to do everything possible to distort it. Distort their records. Manipulate the parameters of the fight so that it's not fair. Everything that would actually diminish the accomplishments of winning, and yet they still want the full credit, respect, and legitimacy of actually winning without hacks. The only power they can have over you is to make you feel frustrated and have a bad time because that's where they are at in their lives. If you have no ability to make yourself happy, you will try to make other people miserable. They never had any real dads to teach them, and it's too late now. If you talk to them, their real lives are just like how they are in fight night. Their lives are completely broken and there is no hope for improvement because these people live in complete self-denial, blaming everything on others. I have been in the parties with these guys to know that they are drug addicts, alcoholics, unemployed, the wife pays all of the bills and she's the only one working. This is their reality, and the only way they can feel big about themselves is to go online and cheat in a video game that's 10 years old. With about 5,000 people. And act like they are a big shot even though everyone knows that they are fake.
I am happy to say that I helped Microsoft make a little bit of change due to after this fight, and before me editing this video, this clown actually went and changed his gamer tag after he realized that he snitched on himself to the public and blatantly admitted that he manipulated the game and cheated someone out of their win. But just know that I'm on your ass and I'm not gonna let you skate away that easily. His new name is The Omen, and I'll type it out in the description and you'll see it on the screen. Let him know by sending him a message to his new gamer tag that he can't run, that he can't hide, and that he's trash at boxing, and most importantly, that he's a fucking cheater. My final words to my opponent, xADEBiSi or The Omen, whatever you want to call yourself, just know that I have defeated you in every facet of life. While you spend your free time watching my videos, all of my videos, hours and hours of my content, projecting your disdain for my fighting style, and blaming me for every time you get your ass whooped in Fight Night Champion, and then your own distorted perception behind the man that is LX Sniper. I'm sitting here collecting checks off of your own dumbass stupidity, all the while exposing the fact that you are a man who admittedly cheats his way up the leaderboards in a 10-year-old video game with no real payoff. And I say that to say that your top 100 status is fraudulent. Fight Night Champion is all you have in life. And honestly, after this video, I sincerely, deep down hope that that gets taken away from you as well, by any means necessary.
Good evening, everybody. Glad you've made the decision to be with us. Alongside Teddy Atlas, I'm Joe Tessitore. We're glad to be bringing you action and welcoming you to the New York City Arena here in Midtown Manhattan for our main event. 10 rounds of heavyweight action. Each man comes into this fight supremely confident, expecting to deliver a W. His unpredictability belies his ring walk focus. He is ready for action. Mike Tyson's now making his way to the ring, and you can see how focused he is for the task at hand. Little get to know you here in the opening round scheduled for 10. Teddy, what should we look for early? We've heard so much about his jab. Is it as simple as that?
Yeah, it is. For him, it is. I mean, not just from the offensive end, the defensive end, and also a rangefinder. You know, it gets the distance that he needs to complete everything else.
You know, there was a lot of talk in the lead up to this fight from his opponent saying, hey, I can punch too.
Yeah, hey, look, I'm going to use baseball as an analogy. You have a power pitch who can throw it 100 miles an hour, but you have another guy who can throw it 100 miles an hour, but he can also throw a curve. He can also hit the corners. He can also throw a changeup. Tyson can do so many more things than his opponent.
He gets hit, but he gives it right back. Tyson's work in training camp is now paying off. Do you see the accuracy and the effectiveness with that combination? Reaching the halfway mark of this round. Tyson's impressing the judges and himself with that right hand. And now he's targeting upstairs. Good fundamental work, landing the 1-2 there. Great movement to get away from those punches. Last 10 seconds. Really wanted that uppercut, but just couldn't get it. Teddy, do you think the sport needs a national or international government?
What do I do now? Have you moved that pot of stock yet? Pot? It can't be that big, mother. It's massive. Close. They're wet. Oh, yuck. It's hot, baby. It's hot. Oh, it's...
It's the only major sport, at least it used to be a major sport, that doesn't have that. And there's no unilateral control. And when there's no unilateral control across the board, well, you have too many spots. Spots that are weak for the sport. Spots that do not serve the sport.
A nice block by Mike Tyson. Iron Mike lands the left good. Mike Tyson's so dangerous with that accuracy. A two-punch nomination lands. Come on! Tucks those elbows in, blocks the body shot. Flush right hand to the body. Mike Tyson banged by an uppercut. Halfway through this round here, that right hand serving him well. Tyson's proving to be elusive. Tyson's putting forth that hard work he did in training camp there, landing a crisp combination. Blocks the headshot. This is why the fans love this game when it's at its absolute best. This round can't get any better, yet they're trying to make it better.
It's wearing us out. Imagine what they feel like.
Able to get away from that big right hand. Kenny, I think he's going to go down. I think he's going to go down after getting attacked right there.
He doesn't know where to go. I mean, he's like a guy that's caught in a hailstorm. He's trying to get to the other side of the street, but he just doesn't know where it is now.
Missed the target with that hook. And this round comes to an end. It's like a whole new fighter out there. Look at him as we start this round. Remember what happened to him in the last round. Now he's up on his toes.
Yeah, well, remember what happened to him in the last round. That's what we say, but he doesn't say that. He's putting that out, putting it into the rearview mirror. He's going forward down the road with a lot of hope, a lot of vigor, a lot of confidence.
Punches and bunches, working well. Gets rid of that. It was intended for his head. Oh, you're doing great. Double jab by Mike Tyson. Frustrating his opponent with great defense. There's that hook to the body. And now a well-placed hook to the head. And yet another right hand lands. Gets rid of that body shot. This is just beautiful to watch. Watch how he just links one to the next, Teddy. A beautiful sequence, almost like musical notes being played.
Well, exactly. It's a nice tune because it just follows. One, as you said, follows the other. Nice and smooth.
That is a strong uppercut there. Tyson's making for a tough target there. He gets away from that punch. Good combination to the body. He snapped the jab. Good left hand able to land. Well-placed body shot again. And he just turns that hook up top, and it does damage. And round 3 comes to an end. Well, I think this is a fairly even fight, Teddy. If you look at your scorecard, that's the way you have it as we begin round number 4.
Well, it's been a battle of jabs, to be honest with you, Joe. And until one guy shows that his jab is bilingual, it's going to stay close. And what I mean by that, if one guy shows that his jab can do more than speak just English, maybe a little Spanish, you know, maybe a little bit of this language where he hooks off and he does more things, that guy is going to separate himself.
Teddy, what would you recommend based on what we're seeing here tonight?
Well, 2 aspirin and then go, oh no, actually I would say a little counterpunching would be just what the doctor ordered.
That's a better prescription for him. Able to place the right hand in there. Scores up top with a left. 90 seconds to go in round number 4. Lands flush with the 2-punch combo by Mike Tyson. And now targeting his opponent with the overhand right. And now the right hand lands because of the work done by the jab. Good return fire that time. A well-placed left hand up top. Clean shot with the right. Got to be accurate to send the combination to the body, and he does that. Count down the final moments of this round. And this round comes to an end. Tyson's got to be in control of things after that round. This is a good fight, very good fight. I give his opponent credit, but I do believe he's ahead on the scorecard.
Yeah, but you want to keep that carrot out in front of him. Keep him running after something, you know? The worst thing is all of a sudden he thinks he's got the carrot, and he's sitting there, he's chomping away at it, and guess what? The tortoise goes right past him. Or in this case, his opponent gets his hand rigid.
And that's what fighters do. Pulls the trigger right away after taking one. Could this be the start of a big comeback?
You absolute loser. Dirtiest shot in the game.
You know, that's what makes boxing so great. Yeah, you can come back just like that. One punch at the right time.
Son of a
That was
person.
at the right time.
You play like that dickhead, Alex Dark Sniper. Alex Dark Sniper. Alex Dark Sniper.
Nice block by
Choosing
Mike
Rocky
Tyson.
Marciano every game.
Halfway
Can't
through
stand
this
when
round.
people do that. Spam power straights. The only power straight they can do. The easiest one.
Able to block that away. It was targeted for his head. Oh, what a shot upstairs.
He's going to have to grab on.
Little double jab to the head. Tyson's really walking a tightrope here. I mean, that's a foul. That's a headbutt right there. He could get DQ'd. Now hugging
Son
on
of
the
a person.
inside.
You're just a sad cunt in real life. That's why you're doing the dirty shots. Cunt.
See the quick jab.
Hope you don't have
Quick
kids.
jabs, they can be so effective by Mike Tyson.
If you do, I hope someone does a burnout on their head.
And round 5 comes to an end. Listen, he's a veteran guy. He knows the truth of the situation. That's a really bad cut. The kind of cut that can end the fight.
Yeah, he has a gamble right now. You know, just got last call in the casino. They just said, you know, you got 3 more rolls of the dice. He's got to roll him. He's going to blow on him. He's got to do everything.
Oh, he's gonna say something that's trying to scare me with his scary voice, isn't he? He's put on his mic. What are you gonna say? Nothing. Okay. You want me to chase you, but you're gonna spam pushes
Second
now.
half of this fight. Blocking that punch. Very good defense by Mike Tyson. Zoning in on that gut combination punch downstairs. He took a shot, but he came back with a right hand of his own. He really digs in when he decides to throw that uppercut. Good job.
What is up?
The referee gives him a warning for headbutting. Good job staying away from the danger there. Tyson's showing you that sublime skill right now with that 2-punch combo. Huge uppercut by Tyson. Puts forth the hook, scores with it. And there he counters back against his opponent. Committed to the work downstairs with the left. Tyson's clearly made a decision.
Alex Dark
He's not
Sniper,
gonna
the
stick with
spammer.
what he was
That's who
doing.
you're
And
a
you know,
fan
lot
of, I
people
can
say,
tell.
yeah,
You're trying to
absolutely,
fight like
change
him.
things up. You got props.
Yeah, if you're a pitcher, you know, and the guy's hitting your fastball out of the park or coming close or hitting it on the warning track.
He criticises people for spamming so much, but he spams power straight
Right now.
And he returns on that
and right
exchange.
uppercuts. He does a spam count in his videos and
Mike
everything.
Tyson's got
When he's the
something
first
coming
one to
back
start
at him.
spamming.
Counter punch scored. Southpaw right jab, then the left hand. That hook was well off the mark. Oh, and he's got something for him himself, and it's a left hand. punches landed. And as this round comes to an end, Teddy, you just get the sense that at any point this fight could come to an end because it is being fought with bad intentions.
Yes, these guys are not behaving like guys that are coming here thinking about going to the scorecard. They're letting everything
Why is he
go.
choosing Rocky Marciano? Because he's a juggernaut.
Let's go to combinations. This fight is way too close.
It's easy to win with Rocky Marciano. Rocky Marciano didn't smash his cross.
Live action now in what has been a closely contested fight. One of those fights that somebody is still waiting to break through and be a difference maker in. Nice combination, landing more than one. Both were able to score. Able to show you his blocking ability. He comes back with his left hand again. Carries that punch away. Mike Tyson's hit by that power shot.
Alex Starks on the 8th versus Mike Tyson. But he
You know,
chooses
one
Rocky
time Muhammad
Marciano,
Ali
he's
talked
just as
about
bad.
taking a chin. He had one of the great chins of
The
all
only
time.
reason why I chose
What
Mike
he
Tyson.
basically talked about was that when you start to get hit those shots, you start to go down a hallway, and then you go into a gray room. You go from a light room to a gray room, and at the end of the hallway, you see a dark room.
Run, Forrest, run!
And you have a choice. You put your feet down, you start backing up. I'm not going to that dark room. This guy is not being taken to that dark room.
Very accurate two-punch combo by Mike Tyson. He scores with the jab. Tyson's got to be feeling the sting of that big, powerful hook. That was not well targeted by Mike Tyson. Tyson with a powerful left hand. Mike Tyson feeling the effects now of that hook. Mike Tyson's able to avoid that punch. And round 7 comes to an end. This is a moment in the fight where they have to figure things out. Tyson's been trying to crack this code, but so far through 7
Double strike
rounds,
spam.
nothing doing. Your scorecard has it that way. It's easy to see. It's a very close fight.
Yeah, you know, it's about
Yeah,
temperament.
spam
I
again,
mean, we've
double
seen
strikes.
the physicality. It's not going to change. We've seen
Why are you
their
pushing me
talent.
when you want
We've
me to
seen
chase
everything
you?
about what they can and can't do. Now it's
You wanna
about the
act like
temperament.
Forrest
Who has
Gump.
the temperament to
Run
take
away with
chances?
the brawler.
Who has the temperament not to
Just like Alex
satisfy,
Starks
to
Sniper does,
stretch
because you're a
out.
fanboy of someone who runs away with a brawler like a juggernaut.
There's the headshot, but he parries it away. How about that left hand? Able to cover up along the belt line, blocks that one. Committing to the body work now, he lands the right hand. That is a classic Tyson uppercut.
Spamming.
The halfway point of round number 8. Good exchange. He fires back. Mike Tyson with a big uppercut. Mike Tyson crushed by a huge uppercut. Super two-punch combo by Mike Tyson. Iron Mike with a big uppercut. Tyson's not going to get away with this here. I'm going to embarrass you. Is saying that was an intentional
Yeah, you're just a
foul.
kind of a
That's
person
point.
in real life. That's why you're doing this.
There's a good
You're a
right
sad
hand.
person. Body spamming.
fiercely contested and hard to score.
Nice.
Up top with the right hand. Nice work, great technique, the combo lands. Come on, pulls the trigger right away with the left hand after getting tagged himself. He takes a shot and then commits to giving one right back. That's a forceful two-punch combo by Mike Tyson. A well-placed overhand right. Good block. He got all into that one. That was a solid uppercut. That's a nice left hand from Mike Tyson.
He's spamming. Jab uppercut, jab uppercut, jab uppercut, jab uppercut.
He missed with that headshot. Dismisses his opponent's headshot. He gets off
What's
with
your
a
fucked up
combination up top.
version of spamming when it comes to yourself?
Halfway through the 9th round.
You have a different definition of spamming when you do it, don't you? Just like everyone in this game. All spammers have their own definition of spamming.
Right back at him with a left
Only
hand.
when it comes to themselves.
Oh, they both land flush with uppercuts. How about that? Another right hand. Keep your hands up. Tyson's got a way of just getting away from that punch.
Spamming.
Targeting the uppercut, and it worked. Very accurate with the overhand right. Well, he's got the attitude, something's got to stick. He fires off the combination, and they both do. Well-placed shot. Came after a nice defensive move there. Good block. And that's the end of round 9. Well, we've seen this before, a fighter with a bad cut, and sometimes a fighter that now has a much greater sense of urgency.
Yeah, right now, if he was gambling, he was in a
Running away with the juggernaut the whole fight.
He's hoping to come up with 7.
Listen, you can't let this go to the scorecards. You have to knock them out. It's the only way now. Listen.
This has been a real good one tonight, and now it comes down to this, the final round. Good, solid right hand he lands there. He fires off the combination there, and it lands. Mike Tyson's going to get a point deduction here for that clash at heads. The referee now feels that it's purposeful.
Yeah, the one thing that you got right is you are fighting an LX Sniper fanboy, because there ain't no bigger fan of myself than me. I am my own biggest fan.
He has found
You
his
suck,
groove with his right
weak
hand.
bitch. Yeah. Over there
Good job,
crying
bitch. You
about,
run away with the
over there
juggernaut.
talking about, you fight just like LX Sniper. Yeah, you right.
Stand the dirtiest shot in the game. You're garbage.
You can watch as many of my
Imagine having
videos
this
as you
fan
want
that push
to,
power
and it's
straight.
not going to stop you from getting your ass beat just like this, because you
You're not
fucking
LX
suck,
Sniper.
Good block.
bitch.
You run away with a juggernaut and spam
Yeah, I'm
the
about to
push
run
power
away with the
straight.
win,
The
too.
dirtiest shot in the game.
Digs in.
Yep, and I'm about to run away with the
You're not gonna
win,
get a
just like that. Look at
Oh,
trash
you're not
Tyson.
getting a win.
You suck.
Tyson.
Pussy. Haha, you
You
missed.
pretend to be Alex Dark Sniper.
Oh, I'm
How many
pretending,
times
huh?
have you missed?
Oh, you try. So you telling me that I'm not me? Is that what you saying?
You're not Alex Dark Sniper. That's exactly what I said.
So you telling me that I'm not me? Then who the fuck am I? If I'm not LX Sniper, then who the fuck am
Some
I?
random dude. Some random dude.
Not precise at all by Mike Tyson.
You don't even have his voice.
Are you trying? Oh, are you serious, man? Are you trying to tell me how I sound? Are you serious, man? I'm not Hey, you know what? When you see this video come up on YouTube, then you'll know that I'm not lying. How about that? Because you are going to get
What,
uploaded
do
to
you like
YouTube,
to spam a
bitch.
push power straight?
pussy.
You like to spam the push power.
Uh-huh. Not bad for a fake LX sniper, huh? Last minute of the fight and you run off to the... Oh, man. I guess I'm just a ghost. Talking about you fight like LX Dark Sniper. Talking about the spam count. When you tried to spam that same sidestep, left hook, straight right hand combo and missed horribly. You missed so bad that you went all the way back to the Xbox dashboard. And yeah, you getting this uploaded on YouTube, you stupid. Can't believe this. Talking about that ain't my voice. Well, you know what? When you hear this voice on the playback, you'll know exactly what this means, and you know exactly what I'm about to say. Addy, whatever the fuck your name is, because you just got sniped by yours truly, the man himself. I'm a motherfucking thug. What do you want, Rage Quit?
Well, I don't give spammers wins. You're a spammer, you don't deserve to win. Simple.
Well, I got the win that I needed. Not only did I get the win, but I also got the win of public opinion because we saw you rage quit in the 10th round.
What about all the people that say you're a spammer?
I don't give a fuck as long as I won. I don't care what if you call me a spammer, you can call me whatever. It beat you.
Because you got no filter online.
It beat you. I defeated your bitch ass. How about that? In fact, I beat you so bad that you had to rage quit at the last minute. You couldn't even stand to see me. So you couldn't stand to see Rocky Marciano's hand raised at the end. I know exactly what I am, a fucking winner. And I know what you are as a loser because you lost.
Are you going to send me a screenshot of where it says winner?
I got a whole video of me up on the scorecards, clearly up on the scorecards. I don't care what the game says. Well, I know what my own two eyes says, and I know what, and you know what happened. You Xbox dashboarded, so that means I win. So what else is there to say?
I just threw in towel.
Okay, so that means I won. If you threw in the towel, that means that I won by technical knockout. So that means I technically beat your ass. I technically knocked you out.
But I didn't lose though, because I left. I don't take losses from spammers.
You just said you threw in the towel. What are you talking about?
I left, so I didn't get the loss technically, if you want to be technically speaking.
Oh, so what you're trying to say is that you cheated your way out of a loss then? Is that what you're saying?
Exactly, because you spammed.
Okay, so you're admitting you're admitting on tape that you cheated.
Well, yeah, because you spam.
Well, then why the fuck are you talking about? Okay. So here we have a top 100 fighter who admits to cheating. So you cheated your way up the leaderboards. No wonder why your record is fake.
I haven't even looked at the leaderboards.
Yeah, you're ranked number 99. You're barely there. If I fought you again, you'd be right off the top 100. So, but I'm not gonna fight you in a rematch. Don't get it twisted. But yeah, you were there on the top 100.
For a rematch. I don't like spammers anyway.
Good. I don't like cheaters, so that's why I'm gonna upload this in this conversation to YouTube of you admitting that you're cheating.
What's the difference?
At least I won.
Push power straight.
Hey, push power. It's in the game. EA Sports. It's in the game. Don't get mad at me. Get mad at EA Sports for implementing that button in the game. They programmed that in the game.
Not EA Sports.
Pushing can be used to get separation between you and your opponent. To push, press the push button.
They made the game.
You did it. You did it though.
I couldn't have done it without the help of the EA Sports programmers and developers. They're the ones that made this game.
But you did it.
You're right, I did do it.
You didn't have to, but you do it anyway because you got shitty morals online. No filter.
Shitty morals. That's coming from the same person who cheated his way to avoid a loss.
But you started the push power straights. So
you mean so doing a push power straight that doesn't equate. That doesn't correlate.
Yeah, well, you look at Fight Night's Finest channel, don't you?
Yeah, he's a great guy. I love him.
And that is known to be one of the most annoying spammers in the game, is push power straight spammers. And that's what you do.
What does that have to do with Fight Night's Finest?
And you spam body power straights and power uppercuts, always right uppercuts.
Yeah, and you couldn't counter them either, and that's why I beat you.
Actually,
you complaining about what I was doing, but you had no counter for it. And it's even worse because you watch my videos.
Well, you're running
you watch my videos, so you know how I'm gonna fight if I'm this quote-unquote imitation LX sniper. Since let's go off of that. Since I'm some LX fanboy who copies my style and all of that, then you should have known how to beat it, but you didn't. You rage quit.
But you're going backwards with the Juggernaut.
So
what? You know why you choose Rocky Marciano. You know exactly why you choose him.
Yeah, he's my favorite fighter at heavyweight.
That's why I chose Mike Tyson, because you chose Rocky Marciano.
Okay,
and you never goes down.
Okay, so what? Your point being?
You don't like Mike Tyson?
No, I actually don't.
But you're going to use Rocky Marciano.
I don't like. I'm not a fan of Tyson in the game, but that's a personal preference. You're free to pick whoever you want. As long as it's no Isaac Frost, I don't care. And if it's Frost, I would have knocked you out with Marciano too. I don't care.
Rocky Marciano smashes Frost.
Yeah, okay. Well, Rocky Marciano also smashed you. You fucking suck.
Yeah, but you spam push power straights.
And you couldn't counter him either.
Because you're going backwards, running away with a Juggernaut.
Don't cry. You crying? Are you alright?
Really? With all those messages you sent me?
Don't cry.
You seem more triggered than I am.
Don't cry. Oh, believe me, I'm just fine.
Really?
I'm not the one who rage quit
How
at the end
many
of the fight.
messages did you send me while I was having a fight?
How many times have you made it on camera that you are actually a top 100 cheater?
Alert every second.
So? You need to be reminded every second that you're a clown. No, you just need to be reminded every second that you're a clown and that I beat your ass.
You expose spammers, but then you are a spammer.
I also expose top 100 rage quitters and people who like to cheat like yourself.
Yeah, and you're spamming.
Yeah, so shut the fuck up. Keep your fucking mouth shut. Because you'll never be on my level. You'll never be on my level, and that's exactly why I'm one of the greatest Fight Night players in the game right now. Because you can watch as many videos as you want to, and you'll still never be able to come close. Because not only have I beaten you, this is not even the first time of me beating you. I've got multiple wins on you. I've knocked you out, I've beat you by decision, and now I've made you rage quit. Go scroll up and look and check your messages. There's pictures of me knocking your bitch ass out earlier in the DMs and earlier last year. This ain't the first time I've kicked your ass. Well, I guess. If you want to call it that, then I'll whatever. But I won.
Nah, spamming is spamming. You can't have your own
you lost the
definition
spam
when it comes to yourself.
That's a shame, man. If I'm a spammer, so that means that if I know, I'm just speaking facts. Because if you knew exactly what punch that I was throwing, and if I was throwing the same punch over and over and over again, shouldn't you be able to counter it?
Yeah, spamming.
Okay, but shouldn't you be able to counter spam?
First time you versed me, you were spamming.
So how come you couldn't counter the spam?
When you run away with a Juggernaut.
Then counter the jab. You're complaining about not a
jab.
Yeah, counter the jab.
Oh,
but you can't because you fucking suck. And instead of admitting to yourself that you suck, you want to blame me for how I fight instead of being able to counter it. You're just making up excuse after excuse after excuse. It's time to look in the mirror and just admit that you fucking suck.
I don't expect you to understand.
A narcissist? Nah, because narcissism isn't going to tell you the things that I'm about to tell you. Go humble yourself. Because in order to win, you got to lose. But you rage quit.
Humble myself.
Yeah,
but you don't listen to criticism. You take it super personal.
What, you rage quitting? This is easy content for me.
I don't really give a shit about your content. I don't care if you upload me anyway.
Good, because this is going on YouTube, just so you know.
I don't really care.
Good.
You expose yourself for being a spammer at the same time anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Just read the comments.
You exposed yourself for not being able to counter spam too. Damn.
When you run backwards with a Juggernaut. Run, Forrest, run!
Swing, Forrest, swing! You couldn't even hit shit. Over there trying to put me in the corner pressing me. You was over there. You was over there sucking wind too. You suck.
No,
Look,
I wasn't.
man,
I was actually
just accept the fact. Just
75%
accept the
stamina
fact
right
that
at
I'm
the
better
end.
than you in Fight Night Champion.
You're better at spamming, yeah.
No, I'm better than you in the
I
game.
don't spam. See, I have morals online, unlike you. You just go and spam. And then criticize other people for doing it because you're a narcissist. You're so perfect, everyone else is trash.
Go pull up the video where I said that I'm
and
perfect.
You don't like people that go, but you're doing it.
But you still haven't pulled up the video where I said that I was perfect. Go send me a link to the video where I said that I'm perfect, and then we can talk. Otherwise you're just putting words in my mouth.
I don't spam, you do.
Okay, so you're going back to the spam. How come you couldn't counter it? If you knew that I was throwing if you knew what punch that I was throwing, then you should have been able to counter it, right?
But you're running backwards with the juggernaut.
Then you should have been able to close the
counter if you're running backwards.
You should have been able to close the distance and land a shot, but you couldn't because you suck.
Because you're
my
running
distance
away.
management because my distance management is elite. And that's exactly why I beat your ass every single round to the point that you had to rage quit. And then admit to cheating online. You're literally on record saying that I cheated.
I'm not going to give you the inside when you're using Rocky Marciano anyway. But why do I have to close the distance when you got the shorter reach?
Because you've got Mike Tyson. He's he's one of the hardest punchers in the game. Why wouldn't you want to close the distance? So it's an even inside fight. In fact, I think Mike has the advantage because he's got better hand speed than Rocky. But that's neither here nor there. The point is that you suck.
He doesn't have the stamina. And
you couldn't even counter my quote-unquote spam, so that way you had to get on the microphone, cry, call me a fanboy. Then and the funny part about it is the denial.
So how am I supposed to counter someone running away with a juggernaut?
See, the thing is you want to counter it and talk about you couldn't even accept who I was. You didn't want to admit that it was me. You were just in the whole 5 stages of grief and denial. You were in the denial phase when you realized that it was yours truly on the mic. You was over there crying, and I finally had to get on the mic and shut you up. And the reason why I'm going to keep talking, I don't know what you're saying right now because I just muted you, but I am going to get my point across that number one, you can keep relegating yourself to the spam, but the point is that there's over 100 and something videos of my fights online. So if you know how I fight, you should have been able to counter the spam, but you couldn't. What happened is I beat your bitch ass to the point that you rage quit, and that's that. So you need to go talking about narcissism. You need to go look in yourself in the mirror and go ask yourself, why couldn't I take a loss in the video game? That's the real question that you need to ask yourself. So I think it's time for you to do some soul searching and shut the fuck up and wait for this upload to show up on YouTube, because it is getting uploaded.
We call you a spammer. So many people call you a spammer, but they're all wrong, aren't they? Because you're perfect. That's a narcissist act. You can't take criticism. In your last video, you did a spam count on that guy who's spamming right uppercuts, but you're the one that spammed 7 straights to the body first.
I'm glad you can count.
Yeah, you criticize other people when you do it first. If you're gonna spam, you give other people permission to spam you back, so don't be mad at him for spamming you.
Now I just beat him like I beat you.
No, you did it worse to me because you're doing push power straights.
Got me to win.
Because you're a kind of a person in real life.
A winner? Yeah, I'll
you act
take
like
that.
it online as well.
A winner? Yeah, I'll take that. Because if we're going about how people act online, you're a loser and a quitter. And a cheater.
Coming from you.
Facts are facts.
Spamming push power straights.
Hey, it worked.
Of course it does. It unblocks me, doesn't it?
Sure.
Yeah, because you're cheap, aren't you?
Yep, I sure am.
Exactly.
Yep, I'm cheap. Anything else you got to say?
You act like an incel.
Okay. Yep, I've never had pussy a day in my life. You're right about that.
I said you act like an incel.
No, I am an incel. I've never had pussy a day in my life. I'm a virgin.
Oh, go to the brothel then.
Nah. I'm not
And
doing
you'll
that
stop
for
being
spiritual
so salty
reasons.
online.
Mm-hmm.
What are you, Muslim or something?
Mm-hmm. Anything else?
Mm-hmm.
Anything else?
I thought you were going to shut me up, but you shut up now.
Because I have nothing really else to say. I beat your ass. I won the fight. I got the win. I got content. I'm going to make money off of your dumb ass. Like, what else is there to say?
Money.
Yeah.
I doubt it.
Nah. Okay.
A YouTuber like you wouldn't make much money at all.
Okay.
Isn't that why you're working?
Nah.
So why do you criticize other people for spamming when you do it? And you called me a narcissist just to copy my insult to you.
No, I called you a man. I called you a rage quitter and a man who couldn't accept the fact that he couldn't take a loss. And you went in the Xbox dashboard or threw in the towel by your own words.
And I
because you
told
couldn't
you
take a
it's
loss.
because you spam.
Okay.
Spammers don't deserve to win.
All right,
Wouldn't
well,
you agree?
couldn't-
Because you hate spammers too, even though you're a spammer.
And I always counter the spam and get the win too. Unlike
But
you.
you're the one that starts it usually. But you get angry when someone does it back. It's on all your videos.
I would say
You
that.
spamming piece of shit.
Yeah,
and
well,
then
I would
you're
say
the
you
one
were
that
probably.
starts it.
I'd say you were probably the one that was more angry than me, considering the fact that you spent the 50% of the fight on the mic crying about it. So, I mean, takes
Well,
one to
you
know
want
one.
me to be angry if you spam push power straights. You want me to be angry.
Hey, it got me to win.
Yeah, cheap win. You don't
So?
like people who get cheap wins, but you're going to do the same thing.
Sure. I lie, cheat, and steal. How about that?
Okay.
I mean, that's what you want to hear, right? I lie, cheat, and steal to get my wins. I don't care as long as I win. As long as I get
What have I
bitch
lied
ass
about?
people like you out the paint. It doesn't matter how I do it. Why you think my record is so good?
I'm coming forward to you, but I'm the bitch ass.
I just boxed you cleanly and won the fight.
No, you
I did what I had.
And
Okay,
you
I
spam
spammed.
dirty shots like push power straight.
Yep, I spammed the power straight to victory. I'll take that.
And you're saying that I'm more triggered than you. When, hey, look at
Yeah,
look at all
because
these
you actually
messages.
rage quit. You
Look-
you do realize
look how
you know what the
look how long it
word
takes me to
rage
go
means in the
down.
dictionary, right? You did rage
Look how
quit.
long it takes me to go all the way down to the bottom.
So, okay. What does that got to do with you rage
You're
quitting?
reporting me all that time I was in another fight, but then you're going to send so many messages to the point where it's harassing. So why are you reporting me when you're harassing me?
Report me back.
Sending me all these messages.
Report me back. I don't give a shit.
I'm not an online snitch.
Okay, good for you. Good for you, man. Anything else?
Yeah, you haven't really answered my question.
What was your question?
Oh, I've said it heaps of times.
Could you repeat it?
Why do you not like spammers if you spam?
I mean, anybody who has to deal with spam is annoying, but I just counter it and win the fight. That's my answer.
I wasn't spamming you though, but you didn't show me the same respect.
Respect.
Yeah,
I
was
don't know where
fighting
you're
you.
getting all this.
Nice.
I think you're just
I
a
was
scrub who
chasing
just
you.
can't admit that I'm better than you. That's it. Because
No,
hold
you're a
on, you know
dirty
what? As a
fighter.
matter of fact, you know
spam
what?
dirty
Let's
shots. I
You
wasn't
should
doing that to
you should know
so
if
it's
you've
not
watched
like you
enough
can
of my
say that I was
videos, you should
spamming
know
for
how
you
much
to
I like
start
going
that.
to the body. That
You
ain't no
started the
secret.
spamming.
You act like my body shots
I'm
is
not
a
talking
secret.
about the body shots.
Yes, you are. You just said that
I
I
have
like to
plenty of
go to the
stamina.
body, and which is true. I'm not denying that. I agree with you.
I don't remember saying body shots. I said push power straights.
You know
spam
what?
dirty shots.
You know what?
Dirty shots.
You know
spam
what?
dirty shots.
Well, yeah, I hit you with that too. I did what worked. So.
Anyway, my stamina didn't really go down that much anyway because I'm throwing jabs a lot.
No, but your mental stamina went down enough to the point where you had to throw in the towel, though.
No, I just didn't want to give a spammer the win.
Yeah, well, I got something that's way more important than a win, buddy.
What's that?
Don't worry about it. Just wait until you see it on YouTube. You'll see then. How about that? Stay tuned.
Oh, yeah. So how come so many people criticize you, but you say they're all wrong?
I don't give a fuck about what people have to say. I don't care
No,
about the
because they're a
criticism.
hater,
All I
aren't
do is what I do. You think I give
Yeah,
a
'cause
fuck
they're all
about what
haters.
people think? I damn sure don't give a fuck about what you think. I'll tell you that much.
Well, I give a shit about morals online.
Okay, yeah, it's the internet. It's the World Wide Web.
Yeah, if you dirty me, I'll dirty you.
All right, well, that's fine. What's good for the goose is good for the gander. So, I mean, at least I got a win out of it. So, thank you. Thank you for the rage quit. Thank you for admitting that you cheating, yet you cheated online.
And what's Xbox gonna do about it?
I don't know. Nothing, probably.
'Cause you're reporting my messages, but it did nothing.
Yeah, you're
I
probably
haven't got a
right.
communication ban.
Good. I know. Obviously, you don't because we're having this conversation.
Yeah, you're clearly an adult, but
Yeah.
you're reporting my messages.
Yeah. Well, I reported you for rage quitting, but
And you called me a bitch ass.
you are.
Stop swearing if you don't like messages like that.
Fuck you. How about that?
Yeah, you're a kind of a person.
I know, thank you. That's the nicest thing someone's told me all day. You gotta do
Well, if
better.
a lot of people are saying that, then maybe they're right.
Maybe
Bit like
maybe
you're
it isn't as
spamming.
many people that you think. Maybe you just hate my guts so much that you just had to get it off your chest. And that's fine. But it still doesn't change the fact that I beat your ass more than once.
No, I don't hate your guts. I just question why you criticize people for spamming even though you spam. And you got so many people calling you a spammer, which you say so in your videos, and you say they're all haters.
Yeah, they are, and you're one of them.
Yeah, everyone hates spammers.
How about I just don't listen to stupid ass criticisms like yours, especially when it gets me wins like this. Like it's one thing to
See, that's
criticize
a
me, but
narcissist
it's
thing to
another
do.
thing to criticize me then rage quit.
Well, you're spamming power straights.
Yes, I sure did. I spammed the power straight, sure. I can't wait to pull up the punch stats too,
Yeah,
because
push
it's gonna
power
show
straight,
otherwise.
the dirtiest shot in the game.
Hey, you shouldn't have been up so close to me. Get the fuck off. So I had to push you off. Again,
I wasn't
don't
that
blame
close
don't
when
blame
you
me. Blame EA
constantly
Sports for
running
putting
away
that.
with a
Blame
juggernaut.
EA Sports for implementing that command in the game. I didn't
No,
tell
I
them.
blame
I
you
didn't tell
because you
them to
did
put
it.
the push button in the game. And Fight Night's not
But,
even the
yeah,
first
you'll-
game that they
you'll
put
do
that
it,
in, to
though.
be honest. But you don't know shit about boxing.
See, you constantly blame everyone else and blame the
No,
game
I'm
and shit
just-
like that. See, that's a narcissist thing to do. You blame the game for putting it in there, but you're the one doing it.
Yeah, because they put it. Yes, why would they put it in the game if what? So am I supposed to not do it? Am I supposed
Well, I
to?
didn't do it
Am
to
I
you.
supposed to?
I'm
Am
chasing
I
you the
supposed to
whole time,
ban
which
the
what
LB
you
button?
want me to do is to chase you, but then you're gonna spam push power straight just to piss me off.
If it worked, if it pisses you off, I'll keep on doing it. As a matter of fact, you know what? As a matter of fact, I'm gonna make a promise, okay? If I
And
ever
that's
see
what
you
makes you a
online,
kind of a
no.
person.
Look, hear me out. Hear me out. If I ever see you
I don't really
online
give a shit
again,
about a narcissist's opinion, really.
if I ever see you online again, I am going to spam the shit out of you like you've never been spammed before in your life. How about that? You want to see a
Well, how
spammer?
about I
I'll
just won
show you a
first Rocky
spammer.
Marciano?
Okay. It doesn't really matter who I do it with, but I am going to spam you.
You choose him every game. Every heavyweight game, you choose Rocky Marciano. You know
I love
exactly
Rocky
why.
too. I paid this game to pick whoever I want to pick. So, you know.
Oh, he's
so
got
what?
no head now.
So, I mean, if I want to pick Rocky Marciano, who are you to stop me from picking Rocky? If that's who I want to pick, that's who I want to pick.
Then I'll just leave because I'm sick of versing him. It's so
Good.
repetitive.
Matter of fact, just leave off a fight night and uninstall it and go play something else.
No, I'll just keep playing. I'll just go find another person to play with.
Good. Because you can leave me the fuck alone and stop crying. Stop crying and complaining about how I fight, because you'll never be on my level. You'll never be on my level in this game because I've beaten your ass to the point where you had to admit on HD TV that you are a cheater.
I admit it because I'm not a narcissist like you.
No, you're a cheater, which is even worse. Which means that you're going to get put on Xbox Live. See this? Microsoft, y'all are listening. This dude sat here and admitted to everyone that he is a cheater.
Let me tell you who to blame. Blame your mother for bringing you into this world when she was but a kid herself, and for dragging you up, not bringing you up. Blame society for not giving you hope. Blame your father for not being there, the man who looked after himself instead of looking after you. Blame the dead boy, blame your mother, blame society, blame your father, blame the gun, blame anyone but yourself, but yourself, but yourself, but yourself.